Hi everyone, my name is Nealay Patel and I want to welcome you to the Jesse James Beads YouTube page. I'm an author, a designer, and an entrepreneur. I even have a business called Silver Silk and More, and my job here on the Jesse James Beads YouTube page is to bring you fun, quick, easy, cool ideas using techniques that you're probably already familiar with, and if not, you'll pick up some new tips and tricks along the way. And I teach you guys how to design a project in minutes. And I'm especially excited about today's lesson. Now, have you guys heard of the magical mystery box? If you know from previous videos ago, I actually opened up one of their really cool magical mystery boxes and showed you guys what all the cool beads that they have in there. Plus, we even made something from it. And I had such a fun time. And I was so excited whenever they gave me another one to open up. And I have no idea what's in here. I know that they have a central theme that they use for each box, so I'm very curious to open it up and see what's inside and make something for you guys on the fly. So why don't I turn the camera over and let's get started. I'm ready to open this up. Let's look and see what's inside this beautiful magical mystery box, and I'm so excited. Okay, so I actually ran my thumbnail through this already, and let's see if I could open this up. We go. Oh man, here we go. Ooh, we have a card. So it looks like we have a theme called Breakfast at Tiffany's. So this should be really cool. I'm expecting some high-end glamour here. So let's check out what's inside. Looks like we've got a mini mix. So that's going to be fun to dig into. Some Preciosa cup chain duo, excuse me, cup chain, and findings, Tiffany blue swanky tassel. You can't have a Jesse James Beads without a swanky tassel, that's for sure. I'm excited about that. We've got the sparkling clasp set, so that's good. That's going to be great for our findings. We have the JJB, crystal cages. That's going to be fun, an assortment of them, it looks like. And then an easy cage, crystal earring. So I'm curious to see what that is. And then a custom JJB beaded chain. Okay, so let's bring this back in. And of course they have quite the box presence here with all this cool stuffing. All right, okay, so we talked about the cage beads just a second ago. Now check this out. Look at what assortment we have here. That is going to be so much fun to design with. Okay, so excited about this already. Look at that. Let me move some of this out of the way. Look how giant that cage bead is. My goodness, that's the size of my hand, and that is a cage bead in relation to it. That's huge. We have to do something with that. Look at these little tiny ones. That's going to be a great accent. We've got a darker one, which I think is absolutely beautiful, and this really cool gold one. Now, if I weren't using this with jewelry making, I would definitely just get these for showpieces in my home decor because these are so awesome. Love them. Looks like we've got this beautiful little bead mix. Now this is in creams and whites. It looks like sort of a clear, neutral browns, whites. I love it. This is going to be a great addition to our working color palette. Oh, of course you can't have the Tiffany's Breakfast at Tiffany's box without the Tiffany blue color, and certainly they did well to put that together. So before I actually take these out of their containers, I'm going to actually go through the entire box, and then we can talk about the beads individually. Now here's the cup chain. So this is cool. They added custom end caps to those, as well as these fabulous a Tiffany blue and a clear chain. So that's fun. Love that. I'm going to keep that to the side. We have this chain reaction. This is in a black crystal link. So this will be fun to add if I decide to go that route. Everything matches, so this is great. They kind of do the work ahead of time for us. These are the swanky tassels, so check that out. That is super cute. I love them. That'll be perfect for earrings should we decide to go that route. And we have a clear color scheme here. So we got clear, we got blue. Here, I'll turn this around so you guys can see more of those components in there. And we've got this beautiful brown. So that's already so much fun. Let's see. Oh, I've never seen these before. Now, these look like earring posts, and it looks like there's a cage bead almost on top of the earring post itself. So I'm going to open that up here in a second and show you guys that up close. We've got a beautiful black mix, so that's awesome. Look at that. How cohesive can you get with this? We got the cage beads that match the black. We got one that matches the gold. We got some that match the silver and blue. Like, isn't that just absolutely perfect? What else? This box just doesn't seem to end. There's quite a few things. Oh, these are a clasp. Look at that, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and take these out of the bag since it's going to be easier to do that. Look at that. We got this cool magnetic clasp. So there's, comes apart and back together. Now that is a beautiful clasp, if I do say so myself. I mean, it looks like a Fabergé egg, which is super sparkly. We got a couple toggles in there, so that's fun. They're very decorative, and a giant lobster claw for those, I don't know, purse pulls and anything that you could think of to use it for. So that is a great collection of findings that we have there, and toggles specifically. So cool. Let me set this to the side. What else have we got? We got a coupon. So that's cool. If you hashtag mystery box, magical mystery bead box, you can find all sorts of inspirational projects that other people have probably done. But you get 20% off your 59 or more orders. So that's going to be handy should I put in an order, and I probably will, to make other pieces with this great collection. So it looks like that's what was in the box, but gosh, that's so much stuff. Okay, guys, what are we going to make with this? So we have so many things to work with. I think I want to open this up and show you guys because this is beautiful. Oh, look at that. We have to do something with this. Isn't that just fantastic? Super romantic, super sparkly, absolutely gorgeous. You get two of those. Of course, you got to have a matching pair of earrings. So that is fabulous. I love those so much. Okay, let me put that to the side. Choices, people. Like, there's so many things here to work with. Look at that. Let me grab my black pad here. I could show you guys what colors we're working with. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a great set. Everything comes in pairs in case you were wanting to add to that earring finding. Now this is in gold, so that's fabulous. Look at that. And then we've got, let me put this away because I want to open up that clear one next. But you could just as easily make, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 necklaces out of this stuff. Probably more, I bet. Let's see. All right. Look at that, you guys. This has got some pearls in it, which is, again, what I would expect from Breakfast at Tiffany's. Something very, very regal and high-end. Okay, so I got to hold this up and show you. Now, I am in love with that boho bead. Do you see that? Super cool, beautiful. Loving that. And then we've got some great end caps, some great spacers. We've got these beautiful little, I guess, clear ball with the diamonds inside of them. Little ornaments almost. We got cats. Are those cats? Hang on. We got to put this down so I can see what that is. Because I'm going to be super excited if that's a cat, which it looks like it is. It is. It's a little cat stamp. How fun is that? Oh, man, that's funny. I love that. That's super in line with the theme. I want to open up this blue one. Oh, I think it's taped. So give me a second here to untape it. I was not expecting there to be a cat in there, so that's pretty cool. Okay, maybe I can do that. I just need to loosen it a little bit. There we go. All right. Get that opened. Now, again, another fabulous boho bead. Look at that. Super beautiful. I got a little fuzz on me, a little tape. And then you got a giant tassel, which is equally as beautiful. I love how many tassels there are in this particular collection. We got these really cool little space connectors. So that's fun to work with. And this looks like it's in a black crystal with a silver frame. So that's beautiful. You get 2 of those. And then we've got, oh, a bird. So that's really neat. I've not seen that before either. So that's a keeper, you guys. Oh, wow, look at this. This has got little stars in it. How fun is that? I have not ever seen anything quite like that before from them. So that's going to be exciting to work with. And finally, we've got this black mix, again, which is taped. So I do apologize about that. Let me see if I can loosen one side up and then I can twist it around. And do this one. There we go. Feels like it wants to come out, or maybe that's just me wanting it to come out. There we go. Ah, there we are. Now, let me scoot these up and dump these out. Now, of course, it's black on black, so I'll try and do my best to hold this up. But look at that. Giant black decorative boho bead. Super ornate, I must say. I mean, how gorgeous is that? We've got a couple end caps in here, done in the black crystal, so that's fun. I love them. And then we've got a couple hearts. Whoops. Some glass hearts in there. We've got a glass bead over here. We've got a couple of these really great drops. I love that they're matte. And I've got these really beautiful little flowers. So, I don't know. There's a lot of choices, you guys. So, I might be in the mood to do something black and white. So, let me clean up my workspace real quick and let's see if we can design a solid black and white piece. I think I'm feeling that color scheme, especially for the theme Breakfast at Tiffany's. So, let me clean this up real quick and I will get designing here. Okay, so I've cleaned up my table a little bit and here's what we're gonna work with today. I've got a beautiful black and white color scheme that I'm super excited about, and I have all these elements at my table that I got from the mystery box, and I wanted to arrange them with you guys, and let's see what we can cook up. So immediately, of course, my eye goes to that cage bead. So let's just start to play with that and see what happens. So maybe we put these guys on the side, like maybe we do that. Let's try that. And then I kind of want to continue this up, whatever's happening here. So let's look for pairs. I've got these two beautiful round faceted glass beads. And I want to add some extra something to them. So, oh, we got these. Let's see if we can put these on there. So maybe that becomes a bead cap on each of those. I've got a pair of white ones too, in fact. So maybe we actually cap one side off with white and one side off with black. How about that? Maybe we do that and see what that brings us to. That might be kind of fun. And then, let's see. We could... Looks like I don't have too many pairs of other things. Because if this is this way, maybe we end with a heart. Maybe, or a backwards, maybe? Let's see what that does. I kind of like that. Let's go with that. So maybe that does that. And I've got this chain reaction, so that might be a really cool addition to the different textures that I've got going on here. So automatically I can assume a couple things. One is I've got this really fun color block, which is basically splitting a design into 2 different color schemes. Excuse me. And I've got a lot of texture, which I'm excited about, and I've got a lot of different technique going on. So that's also exciting. So where does this bring us? Let me see. I think I want to start it where there's a crystal on each of those sides, because that'll help to continue my black. It's super regal. I love this design. So I love this. I'm just going to keep it as is. I want to connect everything together. So that's the next step to this. So how do we connect everything together? We're going to need a couple different things I can already see. One is jump rings. So I've got a package of those. Very handy. And I'm going to need some wire. So let me grab some craft wire that I have here. And that'll just be used for this portion. And it looks like I'll need a little bit. Let's see. It depends on what I guess I want to craft wire together. But maybe a solid like 4 to 5 inches on each side should do me just fine. Let's do that. And let's go ahead and wire up one side. As I'm looking for my, there they are, my round nose pliers. Okay, so what we're going to do is actually bend the wire in a perpendicular direction so that it's a very hard crease and that my wire points straight out. I'm going to insert my pliers back in, and I want this to be a fine and small loop at the top. But I'm just going to flip the wire around so that it faces the opposite side to my left-hand side. I'm going to undo the pliers and put it back in, but I'm going to put it on that outer notch instead of what was in before. And then I'll simply just continue my wire all the way around so that it becomes perpendicular again. So that basically gives me my loop. And now what I can do is actually wrap this extra tail wire around the base of this wire, and that'll give me a wire wrapped loop. That's the most secure type of simple loop that you can have. And actually, I'm looking for my pair of chain nose pliers. I'm using Xuron tools, by the way. These are available on the website, www.jessijamesbeats.com, in case you were wondering. One-stop shop, you guys. Alrighty, so I actually just inserted in my chain, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap this around a couple times. And the only way now that I could slip off is if I cut that loop. So that's going to be extra secure. So I'm just going to take my pair of Xuron cutters and go ahead and cut this. Oops, actually that's the wrong cutters. You do not want to mix up your bead cutters with your craft wire cutters. There we go. Otherwise they will dull very quickly. All right, that looks great to me, you guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and string my beads. So I'm going to do an upside down heart because it gets me at a point, which I think from an aesthetic standpoint looks great. See if I can fit that through. And I'm going to string on my bead cap. I may have to open this up a little bit. And you can actually do that just by pressing out on the bead cap there. You can then string on the rest of the beads. So this looks great to me, actually. Oh, I love that. Isn't that fun? It's super fancy, if I do say so myself. So now I'm going to go ahead and make a loop on the other side. So I'm going to simply grab my pliers and I'm just going to give it a bend from there. This is enough of an allowance to help me coil it around. I'll simply insert my plier back in. And while I'm doing this, you guys, I have an idea for a bonus project that I'll do in this video, so stay tuned because it's going to be fun. All right. I thought we could make a great pair of earrings. Now, again, the mystery box has so many components in it. I'm telling you, we can make an entire set all out of one box. There we go. Cool. Love that. So I'm going to go ahead and tuck that in so that the wire's not poking out. There we go. So now I just have to do the same with the other side. How sweet is that? Isn't that fun? I love that so much. Okay, let me do the other side real quick. So again, I'm just going to take some wire. Now I'm excited about this bonus project because as I mentioned earlier, I have a side business called Silver Silk and More. And what Silver Silk is, it's a knitted wire that is made from fine, we're talking like 36 gauge wire. It doesn't fray if you cut it. It doesn't tarnish because of the way it's coated. And it is amazing, very supple, beautiful chain to use. And of course, I've used it so many times with Jessie James beads that I love showing how to do projects using Jessie James beads with it. So I thought, why not just cook up a quick pair of earrings, because I loved those earring findings that were in the mystery box a lot. I'm hoping that they'll carry different colors and shapes in their store. But I thought, you know what? I have enough beads here present to do that. Why not give my folks here on YouTube a bonus project? So how about that? Alrighty, got that connected. So we're going to assume that that's the bottom side. As I was talking, I didn't get a chance to connect it to my chain here. But let me go ahead and trim out my wire. That way I know what to connect it to. There we go. Or excuse me, trim out my chain is what I meant. It's hard for me to talk and do at the same time, but I'm trying my best here. Okay, again, I'll need to split this open, just like that. String it in, and last, the heart. If it doesn't quite fit in, there we go, you could just use your pliers to pretty much hold it in place. So now I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to use my pliers as a measuring gauge, give it a good perpendicular bend, pick up my round nose pliers, and assemble that loop. Before I wrap that loop, though, I do want to make sure that I slip in my chain. There we go. I am using, by the way, 22 gauge craft wire in silver color. This is a shiny, bright silver, and it doesn't seem to tarnish. It's a very good quality, or at least having a good quality craft wire is super important for its longevity and usage. As you could see, I did that loop fairly easily. It is a softer type of craft wire that, again, is higher end. So there we go. Okay. So let's connect everything together using jump rings. This is going to be the fun and easy part. So all you do to open these up is you just want to pull it either towards or away from you, just to open up that jump ring like that. And then all you do is just stick it in to your wire wrap loop. And then you want to find a point on the smaller cage bead here and loop it through that, and voila, it's connected. So I'm going to do that to the rest of this fun little design. Oops, there we go. Perfect. Awesome. So you can always use another pair of pliers to get you connected. And let's see. You do want to make sure that you're connecting the cage bead in the same direction. So as you could see, I actually missed that altogether over here. So let's fix that first. So let's see. Looks like I should have connected it here instead. So let's do that first. There we go. And in there. And in here, I guess it doesn't matter, but I do kind of want to make sure that it does match up. And it looks like it goes to the shorter side, so that's going to be this, I believe. Sometimes it can get a little confusing, so you do want to make sure that you take this step a little bit more carefully. And it looks like I got it right. So I just need one more jump ring, and then we can move on to the bonus project. Well, I still have to connect the clasp, but that'll be seconds to do. All right, so open that up. Looks like I need to loop it through here. And then in there. Close it up. Perfecto. So it looks like now I just need to trim my necklace. So I think I'm going to actually cut it where the second bead, or excuse me, the third one is over here. So I'm just going to cut this little piece of chain off, and then I'm going to attach a jump ring to that simple loop. There we go. Same thing on this side. Oh, this is such a pretty design. I love it so much. All right, so where's my little bag? Like, we got all these beautiful findings, so we got to pick the right one here. We could do a colored one. I might stick with this whole silver and black theme, actually, for this one, just to keep it cohesive. So we can actually connect this and this together, and that's going to match so perfectly So, all right. Last step here, you guys. That's so fun. All right. This is excellent. Connect that with a jump ring. And finally, this little guy. Perfect. How easy was that? I love this design. It's super regal, super flirty. And I think it'll just make for a really cool night out on the town. But I do want to show you my bonus design. So let me put this up here to the side. And we have these beautiful little earring components. So let's do something with them. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, I do have a business called Silver Silk and More. And here's the knitted wire that I'm talking about. Now, I saw this in my stash and just was like floored at how great this matches the Tiffany's, Breakfast at Tiffany's color scheme. So I was like, well, I have to use it now. So I'm going to actually make a quick pair of earrings using this knitted wire and some findings that I have as well. So I've got these really cool end caps, which I think I'm going to connect to the flower petal here. And I think I'm going to do this pretty easily as far as technique goes. Let's just fold it in half to make a teardrop shape. And find a pair of cutters. There we go. You're going to insert it into the bead cap, or the knitted wire cap, excuse me. And all you'll do is just find a pair of pliers and give it a good squeeze. You don't need any glue for these special end caps. They actually have teeth inside of them. So that's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and do that again real quickly. So just kind of match it up, trim it. And there we go. Go ahead and give it a good squeeze into the plier, or into the crimp with the plier. There we go. And now I think I want to connect them to the flower earring post there. So I'm going to use these jump rings again, actually. And there was a beautiful component inside of the white mix that caught my eye. Now I love those. So let's figure out a way to connect this together. So in theory, if I do this and then put this behind it, that should look really beautiful, right? So then let's put that to this and see what it does. Okay. Moment of truth here, you guys. You gotta see this. Ooh, super easy, very slinky. I love that. It's just a little touch of extra pizzazz, I think, that I love. So quick earring bonus. You could even add a tassel or something to that to make it even extra. Oh, wait, actually we have one. What if we added that to the back? I wonder if that'd be too much. Let's see. I don't know. Let's give it a try. It's hard to tell whenever you're just imagining things as opposed to actually doing them. There we go. Put this to that. Oh, look at that. It's just like a little collection of beautiful items onto an earring. So I guess you could do it with or without. I'm impartial, so I don't know. I mean, for me, maybe too much is never enough for this one. I probably could have made that a little shorter, but that's all right. So I guess I could provide some design options too. We could do one with and one without and decide after I make that which I like better. So string that on the front side, string this on the back side, and string it through the flower petal there, which is a really cool component idea. And we are pretty much done, you guys. Ooh la la. Check that out. Now we got one with and one without, so I'm going to let you guys decide. I think I'm going to go with the without because it seems like a little too much for me, so I'm just going to edit here. Sometimes it's okay to edit, and that's how you know when you've reached that designer status, is when to pull back. So, oh, look at that, you guys. Beautiful. So much fun. I loved opening up that mystery box, and here's what we made. We attached this really beautiful cage bead to this mini cage bead with just jump rings that were in my inventory, and we connected these beautiful bead caps between this large black faceted crystal, added an upside down heart. We learned how to make these wire wrap loops in fine detail, and attach this beautiful chain reaction chain to coordinate this cool design. Now this is what a color block is. You've got the black on one side and the white on the bottom, so it really gives a very dramatic focused effect with your design. So I had fun making that as I'm putting this on, and as a bonus design we even made these super cool earrings. So check this out. Voila! We learned how to use silver silk chain with the silver silk end cap there, a double strand, and we put this beautiful crystally little dangle that came also in the mystery box, along with these gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous earring posts. So these made for some dynamite earrings. We got a dynamite necklace, and pretty fantastic evening if you do say so. If I do say so myself. So where can I get this mystery box, you might be asking? These are limited, but I know that they make a few extras that they do put on the website. So I would highly recommend checking out www.jessijamesbeats.com and check out the button that says mystery box, magical mystery box. So in there you can find different subscriptions too. So you can get a deal if you get the more mystery boxes you get, the bigger the deal will be. So that's exciting. I love this theme, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Now, if you love me and you love that silver silk, check out silversilkonline.com for all your silver silk needs. Pairs really well with Jesse James beads. It's a beautiful sparkly mix. You could certainly find more Jesse James beads inspiration on the Instagram as well as Facebook. So give us a like and please follow us. But you guys, that's another mystery box video for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll continue to follow us on YouTube and keep posted and post all your fabulous designs on Facebook. We want to see what you're making. All right, guys, that's it for now. I'll see you soon.